Hello, this is Nima from Stptrading. Today I'm going to have a conversation with Joshua. He has had a lot of trades on his own account and I studied his trades and there are some issues. I'm going to talk about the issues with him to provide him with solutions. And for the people who are interested in knowing more about their trading style, you can contact us and we will help you to have the same interview and conversation with you to learn more about your trading style and strategy. Hi, hello Joshua. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, how was your day?
The day is going nice and cool.
Nice. Okay, Joshua, please introduce yourself to our audience and tell us for how long you've been trading and tell us about your experiences in the Forex market.
My name is Joshua. I'm 28 years old, calling you from Nigeria. My trading journey started towards the COVID-19 period. I had a friend who lives in Dubai.
Oh,
So towards the COVID period, he called me and asked me that now is COVID not going to work, how am I going to survive? And I told him I don't know.
yeah,
So he
good.
asked me to open an account, a trading account. So he asked me to deposit a $20 in it, which I did. He gave me a trade to hold. So from that $20, it grew to $700. So it's something I never imagined it could happen that someone could grow $20 to 700. So along the line, after the COVID, the guy left Dubai to another country, which I lost the contact. I didn't have any contact with him. So ever since then, I've been having this zeal that if my friend could grow $20 to $700 for me, I can also do it. So I've been trying it on my own, learning on YouTube, but sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't get it right.
Yeah.
That's how my trading journey has been ever since.
Okay, so after analyzing your account, I have come up with some points that I wanted to share with you. And little by little, we will
Okay.
talk about these issues. And I believe if you manage to fix these issues, you will be able to succeed in this financial market. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Good. The first thing that I came up with regarding your trades and your trading style was focusing on BTC, Bitcoin. Why is that? Why are you this much obsessed with Bitcoin? Tell me about it.
So my reason why I focus more on BTC is that the volatility in BTC it moves very fast, and it's something I could trade from Sunday to Monday. It doesn't have a kind of trading ending like other currency pair, like gold and other currency pair that you only trade from just for 5 days. So that's why I'm focusing more on BTC.
Yeah. We can say that you're addicted to trading, maybe, right? Because you want to trade every day and you don't want to have any days off. So that's the first issue, I guess. Of course, we trade to make money.
Yes.
It's not a game, you know. You have to consider this job as a business. You should have a business plan for it. You need to consider it very seriously. Otherwise, you're not going to make money in this market. So, I believe if you focus on major pairs for the beginning, okay, for example, focusing on Euro USD or USD JPY, and when you master them, you can go for gold. Yeah, you can go for oil little by little. And of course, sometimes you can take a look at BTC, and if there is an opportunity for you, you can take it. But consider the spreads of BTC. The spreads are so high.
I'll take that to my point. I'll add it to my point and work
Of,
towards it.
of course, good. The second thing I want to talk about with you is having no effective stop losses. Uh, why the stop losses that you set are so far sometimes and sometimes so tight? I couldn't find any algorithms in your stop losses. Whenever I wanted to understand what was the reason for the stop loss, I couldn't find it. And then I understood that your risk reward ratio had a problem as well. You put more money at risk than the money you wanted to gain. The winning ratio of your account was lower than 50% when I looked at your account. And the combination of not having proper stop loss orders, having -1 risk reward ratio, and the winning ratio of the strategy being under 50% makes you a losing trader, a trader who's losing money more than making money. What do you think about it?
Yeah, actually, what really happened to my stop losses? Maybe I should explain a little. Uh, Sometimes when I look at my capital, the funds I have in my account, I'm scared that I might lose it all. Then I'll set a little stop loss. When I set a little stop loss, at the end of it all, I found myself losing it again.
Yeah, and that's because of overtrading as well. You're overtrading. Because when you take the trade, let me tell you why people overtrade. Like, oh, you're familiar with the term overtrading. Shall I explain it or you know it already?
Yeah.
Actually, actually, it can have different meanings. Okay, to me, overtrading happens when you take a position. You didn't take the position based on your a strategy and you're not satisfied with your performance. Okay, so you didn't follow the rules, you didn't follow the checkpoints, and you lost in that position, so you want to try it again. And in the opposite scenario, when you win and the win is not based on your strategy and you want to just repeat once again to fulfill your strategy, to fulfill your checkpoints. And there is another scenario as well, that you think your strategy is working all the time. So you do not consider the losses as part of the game. Yes, actually, overtrading to me happens in these three scenarios. So, what is it about you? What is it about you? So, which scenario suits your personality and your situation? Tell me about it.
Okay, the one that suits my situation, my scenario, the one that suits my scenario is that I'm taking my strategies work. Whenever I fail, I don't accept the failure that is part of the game. I keep on trying, then losing it up.
Uh huh. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Actually, if you stop overtrading, if you find a strategy that works for 50% of the time, okay, that's okay. Actually, your winning ratio of the strategy that you're using, okay, the winning ratio of your strategy, let's say, is below 50%, which is okay. Okay, that's okay if you're winning a strategy, if your strategy is winning for like 40% of the time, for 50% of the time. Okay, but you should consider that your risk reward ratio must be more than 1. It's better to be 1 to 2. So if you risk $100, you should win $200. So in the long run, you will be able to make money, even if you lose for more than 50% of the time. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Actually, there is a term actually in the previous interview that I had with another person before you. I told him that there is a term, there is a concept called Z score. The Z score says if you win for 50% and if your winners are like 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, you have found gold. It doesn't matter if you lose for 50% of the time, because your strategy is working for 50% and you're making more money than you lose money. Yeah, this is the key. And there is another thing you should consider. You shouldn't lose money more than your previous trade. For example, if I lose $10 in this trade, in this position, for the next position, I shouldn't lose more than $10. If I win $20, for the next trade, I shouldn't make less than $20. So the trader's equation will work out in this manner. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. Yeah. These are the things you should consider as well. But there is something in your trading style I should talk about. Why do you take risky trades, high risk trades? Why is it for? Why do you do not wait for confirmation? Am I right?
Yes. The reason why I take risky trade, maybe I didn't really have the knowledge to say risky trade, because from all my trading experience, it's all by myself. I never had a mentor, so sometimes I just analyze it with my own little understanding, then I go into it.
I really appreciate your honesty. Actually, I wanted to talk about this for the next point. Of course, you need to learn technical analysis. You need to learn how to read a chart. Yeah, many people say technical analysis is 10%, is 20%. 80% is psychology, 80% is self control. I can agree with these people, okay, but what about that 10%? What about that 20%? It must be completed. If you do not know how to read a chart, if you do not know what is the price doing, at least for 60% of the time, at least for 50% of the time, let's say, how can you take profitable trades? It is not possible. So your strategy must be based on some logic. And that logic, as you said, comes from knowledge. At Stptrading, we educate people to learn about how to trade, to learn about how to manage the risk, and to learn about how to become profitable after some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a process, but it is possible with our educational platform. And the final point that I wanted to let you know is your capital management. Have you ever studied anything about capital management? Have you ever read about capital management? Have you ever considered capital management in your trades, in your opinion?
Actually, I kind of, I would say no.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
See, this is you can admit that this is the very first time that we are talking to each other, right?
Yes.
And,
This is the
and
first time.
yeah, and I have studied your trading style. I have studied your trade statement, and your trades are telling me that what the problems are. Yeah, it is totally understandable that if you do not have a proper capital management, you're not gonna make money in this market. You should consider that also. You should start learning more about capital management and how to uh, take a trade, how to structure your trade, and the money you put at risk. The amount of money you put at risk is so important. So you need to learn more about it. Although you have had many issues in your trades, but I noticed that you were profitable in a whole month. I guess it was May, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot remember exactly. You were profitable in May, I guess, right? Yeah. Yeah. And I believe you were trading based on some logic. And you should get back to your trades of May, okay? And you study your trades, what you have done in May, and you just try to repeat that. And let me tell you something. We have some clients who have the same problems as you do, okay? They're learning. We are helping them to become profitable. And in the meantime, we are providing them with the services to save their capital, to save their money. For example, our hedging in the negative margin level service. I studied your statement, and the point that you received the margin call, you didn't fund any money to your account, and you didn't take any positions at that moment. Okay? It was totally visible and understandable. And if you were trading with Stptrading, when you received the margin call, or even before that, you could fully hedge your account because we give a service to the people called hedging in the negative margin level. Okay, so people, for example, you have one lot on gold. For example, you have a buy for one lot on gold, and the trade didn't go well. Now you have received a margin call. In most brokers, you cannot do anything. You have two options, maybe three. One, you need to fund your account, you need to deposit. Two, you must be so lucky so the trend will return and you will succeed. You will just escape from the situation. But for most cases, people lose money. If you look at the statistics, most traders lose money in this market. And that's because of oversizing. We are not saying that you should be in that situation. We are not advertising to use our like hedging in the negative margin service necessarily. We are saying even if you are in that situation, you can use this service that is not provided with another broker. Yeah, with most brokers. And you must be an NDD broker to provide this service. And it shows that our accounts, our servers are connected to the major liquidity providers and exchanges, major exchanges and banks. So you're not trading with the broker. You're trading with banks and exchanges. So we are not manipulating your trades. You're not losing to the broker. And if you win, you are winning and we're not losing. So there is no conflict of interest between the broker and DD brokers and the clients. But at market maker brokers, when you're in that situation, you cannot do much about it. You will lose your money or you have to fund your account. If you were trading with us, you wouldn't have to lose your money without doing anything. Actually, you could try. And there is another service, which is a unique one. We created this service called anti-margin call service. Even if you hedge your account, you have tried to fund your account, you have tried to cut your losing positions, but still you're going to lose your account, okay? In that moment, you can request to receive the anti-margin call service. And based on your trading style, the technical team will review your trading style, review your trading history, and based on your eligibility to receive the service, your account will be funded from 10% to 50% of your remaining equity. So you will have the opportunity to save your account. And it's a free service. It's a free service. Yeah. And after that the situation is normal, the money will be deducted from your account with no charges, and you can continue trading. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm there. I understand all what you just said now.
Yeah. So these are the services you can use. The people can use. The people with the same problems. Because learning how to trade doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time, maybe a couple of years for some people, more than 3 years, more than 4 years. For me, it took 4 years, 5 years, okay? So you don't have to, yeah, so you don't have to keep losing money. You can use these services, and you can save your capital and you learn at the same time. And little by little, you start accumulating on your profits.
I understand all what you just said.
Okay. So, Joshua, for the last word, do you have anything to add? Do you have any questions?
Do your services provide mentorship programs?
Of course. Yeah, in the beginning of our talk, I told you you can use our educational resources, and in the future, we will have educational courses like online and offline courses as well. In the meantime, you can use our free educational courses that has been recorded by me. Actually, you can watch the videos and you can learn more about trading, about the patterns, about the nature of the market, and money management. Yeah. And in the future, of course, yeah, we will have online classes, webinars.
Okay. Is the courses, the mentorship program, are they free for beginners?
Completely free for all levels, because we believe when you work with a STP broker, okay, the broker tries to provide you with the services to help you stay in the market. Okay, so the services must be free because we need winners. We do not need losers, because losers lose the money and they leave the broker, but the winners will stay. So we will provide the clients with these services to raise their literacy, their knowledge about the forex market, so they'll be able to become profitable. and they will stay with the broker. So it's a win-win game. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand better.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, and I hope for the next meeting we are going to talk about your success. I hope you consider the issues that I talked to you about and the solutions as well. So you apply the solutions in your trading style and you come up with a more proper strategy that helps you become profitable in the future.
Thank you very much. I'll do that.
Of course. Take a good care of yourself, Joshua. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's been our second session. We are going to have a lot of sessions in the future. Please let us know what you think about these videos. And for the people who are interested in having the interviews with us, we will have a prize for you. So reach out and learn more.